people on Facebook.
Okay.
And by telling them the truth and holding a mirror up to them.
You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRBmedia, the voice of the community. I am Dr. Business.
And as always, Lady Guns right here. That is greatness under no stipulation.
And we're so glad that you have tuned into this another Profit and Growth Hour. We're excited about being able to speak life into your very situation and to enrage you all at the same time, which is why we brought the Rage Master here on set.
Rage
If
Maker.
you go to his Facebook, he telling y'all about yourselves. Always. Introduce yourself to the people so that when they throw tomatoes and eggs and stuff like that, they'll know exactly who to direct it to.
I am Bionik, Bionik.
You got fake limbs?
No. Well, I have, some enhancements, but no fake limbs.
Ooh, hey, ladies.
Yeah. Nothing like Viagra. All right.
Yeah, so.
Bless God.
How you gonna bless him for Viagra?
Because God made man made Viagra.
Right. All that.
And it pleases the woman. So everybody gets something out of it. Win,
It gives
win,
the man
win, win,
stories to tell
win.
in the locker room.
Gives women stories to tell in the locker room, too.
Men don't tell them type of stories. Y'all be going to the nth degree. I've been in the locker room with men, and we ain't talking about, ooh, look at the size of my penis. Nobody saying that.
You was with the deacon board. Of course y'all was.
Wait a minute now. Don't sleep on the deacon board, though. Don't sleep on what the deacon board be talking about
you
now.
got them smoking deacons out back.
Don't.
But you women, y'all be out there measuring
How you know?
sizes, taking pictures.
Really?
Because they've shown me.
Who showed you?
Women.
What women?
Other women.
What other women?
I'm not going to name names and
why
put them out
would
there.
They show you that? Please, pray tell our listeners how that conversation stimulated. By all means, at what point did Shaquita just say, "Oh, Dr. Business, let me show you how long his thing was"? But see, what had happened was
Bionic, you were saying?
And a silence fell upon the room.
I'm taking up for y'all ladies.
You were saying
I'm
Bionic?
So, yeah.
Let me see yours. That ain't what you showed me on the picture. I got catfished.
He's showing 15
Why
inches.
it ain't even the same color? It was darker. You like skin.
Straight shenanigans.
Put your glasses on. Turn
the light on. Who turn the light on anyway?
Here's a magnifying glass. It'll look bigger. Look through here.
Objects in mirror may appear smaller than actual size. Okay.
But anyway,
You brought all this up with your enhancements.
hey, look.
Don't mention that word ever again on my show.
This is exactly what
Enhancements.
this is exactly what I'm talking about. See, I mentioned one thing, and then everybody takes it up a notch, and that's how you stir the pot. That's how you stir the pot. It shows the inside of what people are really thinking, and sometimes that needs to be shown. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And y'all just got a perfect.
Exactly. We all found
at
out
you.
that Guns got catfished. Okay.
Hey,
You was the one with some females showing you pictures. I ain't never been catfished now.
Whatever you say.
First of all, I'm not fishing anyway, so there's gonna be no catfishing happening over here.
Okay.
The truth has always set me free. Hey,
When you reach a certain age.
well,
which I apparently haven't.
again, it has nothing to do
Apparently, I
with that.
haven't. Why you sending fake pictures? I can't. With
If they
y'all.
can do a song with Panda, we can do a
We can
song
do
with
Very true.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
We're good now.
Send my recording contract too.
Please.
Because that's what
and
music
if you got
is these
one,
days.
I'd be so mad at you.
Exactly. The
It's
thing
all
is,
about
I'm going to get
concepts.
one.
It's all about concepts.
Yes.
That's all it's
Gimmicks and what. It's not about the talent anymore.
It really isn't.
It's about who you know, the hookup.
It's about likes.
That too.
It's about likes. I am discovering it seems like more artists are coming off of YouTube and Instagram, and they're not being found in a nightclub or found, passing out their mixtape in the back of their trunk, standing outside
the
of
convenience store, the gas station,
no, the hair store.
The hair store.
They be outside
okay.
the hair store.
The hair
now.
store. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not doing that anymore. So literally, take Ellen DeGeneres for example. Her whole show was built off of YouTube people.
Right.
Like she made throw one or two famous people in there for kicks and giggles, but the majority of her show is based off of what others like.
Well, it's the evolution of the game. I mean, it's social media is some people's lives now. It's like
really
they
is.
keep their phone in
8
their hand.
hours a day
They-
on it.
It's all about that. And I've had situations where I've talked to people that get upset when they don't get certain likes, or why everybody listening to this person, they don't listen to me, and blah blah blah. And I mean, it's a acceptance thing, and it's a I'm not gonna say thirsty. Oh. Yes, they're thirsty for the likes.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
And there's
I was like,
Rosalie that is so distracted. I'm like, is he gonna pass out because he didn't breathe or anything? I am so
hydrate.
sorry. Yo,
You have to hydrate.
you could have just
And you
swallowed
just
a whole
ran
bottle.
with
He said, "No, not thirsty."
Wait a minute. Exactly.
I was totally with you, but I had to.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen people like self-destruct because they didn't have
Yeah.
enough likes on certain things.
Absolutely.
And, certain things that are genuine get a ton of likes that you never expect.
Right.
And so it's kind of the nature of the game now, where again, a lot of people are. It's about the vibe now.
Right.
Back in the day, it was more about talent. Now it's about the vibe. Now it's about the mood or just a concept.
Right.
And that's what drives a lot of people and a lot of music now. And so you never know what vibe people are going to be in.
Right. I looked, you know how Facebook will say 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever. I had, first of all, I'll tell you how awful I am with social media. I actually had a social media management company to manage my social media. They put in about 17 hours a week to post on my behalf. Now, I knew what they were posting. They would send it to me. All I had to do was glance and click yes
Approve.
or whatever.
Right.
If I took a picture of something, but I didn't have time to make the clever little quotes, I would shoot them the picture. They would do whatever. And it was funny because people were like, oh my God, like that was so cute. And I was like, what? It's like, what you posted? I'm like, wait. Oh, yeah, because I had to go back and even find out what it was. But I had a little free time, and it gave me the 5-6 years ago. And during a time frame, I was on a vacation. And I went as far back as I could. And it was for my own self-reflection. Where am I in social media now?
Right.
Now that I have somebody managing it and when I did it myself. And I realized that during maybe 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I was in a place where my posts were driven by the accomplishments. And for whatever reason at that stage in my life, I needed to share with people how successful I was. Like I took a whole different perspective on it because I probably about 9 or 10 years ago, I had gone through a divorce. So as I looked, trying to, yes, I did.
The horror. What you do wrong?
He couldn't handle it. That's all it was.
Thank you, Bionic. We
handle
appreciate
the
that. That's a
guns.
whole nother episode. But I realized that as I looked at the post, my thoughts on what I was writing was to let people know that I was okay after what had happened.
Right.
That was probably, and they were silly. It wasn't, and none of them had pictures of me.
Were you doing it for you,
That
or were
was
you
it.
doing it for them? Because people use social media for different reasons.
As I read it,
Some people use it to basically get out what's on the inside of them.
Right.
And sort of constructive
No.
type of way, but
It
then
was-
other people will let me send this out there so that the people out there will know that I ain't jump off a building and commit
Right.
suicide because this happened in my life.
Right. It was definitely for me to let others know I was okay. And I say that because I didn't post selfies with it. It's literally was just writings. There were pictures. I've never been a selfie person. Me, not others, but I
She
have.
got an electronic business card with her picture on it. Talk about.
I do. So that's a
other
business
people
card.
need to know.
That is a business card,
That's a
though.
selfie.
So you know,
I feel you.
If
I know what I
promote
look like,
fitness
I don't
and
need a whole bunch
wellness-
of pictures of me. So I
Right. But and for me, I always felt like
So she do it for everybody else.
every selfie was because I needed that affirmation that I look okay. You know, I think I got turned off looking at my siblings and their friends, get that angle. And, I'm like, are you done? Like, can we eat?
Right.
Like they got to make okay, I do that with food. I do make sure it's decorated. But it's
You
not
had
me,
some his or
myself.
her posting from.
His and her yummies.
Yeah.
That was our sushi. But even that picture, I was ready to eat. So I was like, put them there. I didn't check the lighting. It was a glass in the background. It was like look.
What was in the glass?
I don't know,
Drink.
water.
Oh,
Water?
Drink.
It was just a regular. He said drink.
Yeah.
No, it was just a water bottle
And
type
who
thing.
were you with? See, you just.
Do you really want me to tell?
Nah, forget it. The men you hang out with, I don't know. Just keep that between you and your God.
Hey, hey.
Maybe one day he'll forgive you.
But anyway, but my post transitioned over time where it was, and I was able to, because it was me, I could look at my mindset and where I was. This is what I did. However, others reading it that did not know me and know I had gone through a divorce would have definitely perceived it as vain, bodacious bragging.
Right.
So
That's a good point.
it was, I knew that, and because I didn't put a picture of myself in it, it wasn't, big bodacious bragging would have had me on the beach in the south of France doing whatever.
From your perspective.
From my perspective. But because I was just like, here's the view or my situation right now. And it was just, sailboats and it was sailboats and stuff like
Butterflies.
that. And I had a lot of heartfelt comments that I put in. Now looking at my post today, it literally is, here's her yummies, picture some sushi, that's it.
Well, the thing about it is like the old saying says, perception is reality.
That's right.
So you can know something, but these people that don't know you are going to think what they're going to think regardless. And
Because
so
they don't know the lens that and the perspective that you're writing from. So they don't know the context.
So at the end of the
That's
day,
what I
it's
said.
like I tell people, hey, stand on your own too. Do what you do and be unapologetic about it. So if this is why you did it, boom, you don't owe anybody an explanation for it.
Well, actually, you do. Because there are some things that we do in life that hurt other people.
Well, as long as you're not hurting people.
Or breaking the law because
That's
you
what
have
I'm
to
saying.
explain to the
And the
judge.
other
Exactly.
thing too is
You know?
again, like you can't. It's a fine line. It is a fine line. You can't dictate like if you're posting you on a vacation, somebody else may push somebody to the edge. Why she she ain't all that, and then that may drive them crazy. But that ain't on you. That's on them.
Correct.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
again, it's a fine line, and that's why I say be unapologetic about it. As long as you're not, throwing situation on.
Just don't take the picture on the vacation with you and her man.
I mean,
Then if she gets upset, she's sort of justified in getting upset
Exactly.
because
And
you
the
on
caption
the beach.
said, thought you should know.
No. Wish you were here.
No, we don't. That's why we here.
But it's crazy, and it's like like I said, I've seen people talk about certain situations, or there was a situation recently that happened and folk were like, I thought y'all should have known better by now, whatever. And this one girl came back and made a post, all these people saying you should have known better. I don't see y'all giving any alternatives.
Right.
And in the comments, I'm just like, well, you're not giving any alternatives either. So what was the purpose of all of this?
Right.
And of course I got fussed at, and you're not helping. I'm trying to help other people.
How?
I mean, are you? I mean, because
Condemning is one thing, but condemn without solution. Condemn
right.
Without
And like I said on my show, the A440 show, Tuesday 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I said
Say that once again.
The A440 show.
A440.
Yes.
Okay.
7 p.m. Tuesdays, Eastern Standard Time.
Excellent.
I said, I done lost my train of thought.
You would said something.
Yeah,
What
I was.
happened was.
You would not
yeah,
having solutions.
Oh yeah,
causing
I don't have a problem with problems. I have a problem with lack of solutions. And so we can talk about problems all day.
all day.
What are we doing to fix it?
Right.
Or if you can't fix it, move past it. Or if you can't move past it, change direction. What are we doing? And you can put that forth to anything.
But I think people throw things out there to rebel rouse.
Right.
They're not putting it out there for solutions, for resolve, for change. They're just throwing it out there to see, okay, let's throw it up against the wall and see what happens.
Some people just want to see the world burn. You know, and
so what you think about? And they just want to see all the little tallies and all the comments. And
They
all the
want to
likes
strike a fire.
Exactly.
And I mean, sometimes fire does purge, but sometimes fire also tears stuff up.
Right,
So it's a matter
destroys.
of what's your purpose.
And I think that's what it goes back to, because some people are looking to use social media to be outlandish, to be outrageous in order to get certain comments and likes and followings. Some people use social media because they want to show you how funny I am or how well I can sing. So maybe somebody will book me and give me some money and give me a contract. Some people use social media for credibility purposes. You know, I said A, B, and C, so here's A, B, and C. Some people use it to provide advice. Some people information. Some people inspiration. Some people education. So some people, the selfies, trying to get the right angles because they want to get the likes, because they don't want to be bullied or whatever. You know,
Or get that self-assurance.
Yeah.
to help
That
their own
self-esteem,
self-esteem.
insecurity.
Yeah, straight thirst trapping. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm fine. They all on me. You know.
Take a look at me now.
Yeah. So
Oh, gosh.
Down.
You are so
Ta-da.
trying on that record, dude.
What?
Yo,
Ta-da.
alls and ta-da.
And ta-da's, I'm gonna get me a contract. $1 million signing bonus.
I'm gonna be so mad.
Exactly.
I'm gonna hate. I'm gonna tell you now.
I can't sing worth a lick, but
Don't
I'm
hate,
gonna
just
walk.
ask to be in the video.
But I'm gonna walk away with $1 million. And see that, but that's where favor comes in, because
Right.
favor ain't fair.
not at all.
At all.
At all.
Can't
Not at all.
sing worth a lick.
lick.
But I'm Kurt Franklin.
All day
And I own
talking.
millions
Right.
just by hyping the crowd.
I mean,
So,
Kurt
dancing.
Franklin is the P
He
Diddy of
man.
gospel music.
He the
He's a P. Diddy
man.
gospel.
He's the P Diddy, and you never seen him in the room at the same time. It might be the same person.
It could be.
Knees
But
cut off.
he realized what he was good at, what he wasn't good at.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna take what I'm good at. I'm gonna be the hype man. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do some stuff. I'm a great writer. I can tell people what to do, and you sing high and you sing low, and put it all together. And
Right.
I'm gonna make me $50 million off of your voices. Now if that'll work for you, and if you signed the contract to that, I ain't mad at you. Make it work.
There you go.
Make it do what
Right.
it do.
That's why he had so many groups, because they weren't getting paid like they thought they were supposed to.
Hey.
It was what, the family, then New Nation, then God's
God's
property.
Property.
And, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, y'all are, optional. I'm the
Right.
star.
Exactly.
Right.
But then people come in our lives, some for a reason, some for a season, some for life. These people weren't in his life for life.
Right.
I need to drop a new project. The project has to be new. It has to be fresh. It has to be cutting edge. It has to be this. So who am I going to get together? And we're going to call y'all God's property. And now we're going to go do a project. And we're going to milk that. We're going to go on tour. I'm going to make $1 billion. Thank you very much for your services. And now a year later, okay, we need something new, something fresh,
Right.
something cutting edge. Okay, we're going to call y'all this. And now we're going to produce that.
New Nation. And that is where Tamala Mans started out with him.
Right.
You know, when she was like, hey, he actually pushed her into
the
the
forefront.
solo projects in doing so. So
I appreciate him
believe
because he creates opportunities.
I was just about to say
for
that.
people to
I
shine.
was just about to say
Now,
that.
what you do with it, how you take advantage of it, how you capitalize upon it, that's
Right.
on you. Just
You
like
can't
all
get
of these
mad.
reality shows, not reality, the competition things.
Right,
Your American
the
Idols,
Idols and-
you're The Voice.
That's
and-
a little different,
Exactly. No, you go on there not to win.
Well, no,
You go there for
again,
the
it's
opportunity.
it's a little different, because I know a couple people that went on,
Okay.
and they have like, you have to sign a contract.
Yep.
Okay.
And-
We're going to go to break. He's going to break down the details so y'all know what y'all getting into, because I know y'all lining up for the next season of American Idol. So when that happens, you need to be aware of what it is, the do's and the don'ts of moving forward with these TV competitions. You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. We're going to expose it all. Yeah, I saw that. Who the judges for the new season?